A lot of you did ask for me to check out some more Bruno Mars songs. Of course, he released his newest album, The Romantic, this year. You can already go and check out my reaction and analysis to I Just Might, his music video. But today, I'll be checking out Risk It All live. I have listened to the album, so I do know the song, but I have not yet watched this performance, and it's live, so there's going to be lots of fun things to talk about. Yes, this is a reaction and an analysis video as well, so I will be pausing and talking about the vocals. I've left the link to the original video in the description below. Right, grab a drink, sit back, let's get to it. Wow. It's just a romantic vibe anyway in that opening. Was this the opening of his set?
For just a chance to win your heart, you could set the bar beyond the stars. I'll do anything you ask me to. Say you want the moon, watch me learn to fly in a mountain you could point to. I wouldn't climb, it's crazy but it's true. There's nothing I won't do.
Oh wow, okay, I know I let it play for a long time, so oh gosh. That intro da 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 has just got a very uplifting, romantic feel to it. So it's all very fitting. The suit that he's wearing with those roses, I think it is, that detail on it, it's just beautiful. There was a slight delay, the emptiness once we get the intro, before we hear Bruno Mars's first entrance vocally. There is a bit of a gap musically anyway in the track, but they've really just allowed it to be empty for a longer time. To get, the audience is screaming, waiting for the first bit of vocalization from Bruno Mars, and it's just holding it out. It's for that dramatic effect. It's just really just letting it be and just sitting in that atmosphere. I love it. Da, 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 da. We have to find it, like, resolve somewhere. And when he does, it's so beautiful. There's this lovely, there's a bit of husky breathiness coming through his vocal folds. Just to create like a not clear sound. The more contact we have with our vocal folds, like complete vocal fold closure, the clearer the sound's going to be. If we let breath go through the vocal folds as we are singing, it's going to become a lot more misty, a lot more a breathier approach. There's this lovely space that he does on when he gets a little bit higher. You really see the teeth kind of start to shine, a little bit of brightness comes into play, a little bit more of a fuller sound. What he does after this moment is he starts introducing a bit more of a vocal fry entrance. That kind of slack quality, think Britney Spears, think Kardashians, that vocal fry. When we use it within a song, it's a really nice way to come onto a note. It gives us a little bit of flavour. It's not just a straight glottal or aspirate. We're now bringing another element. And this is the kind of beggy moment of the song. Da, 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 a bit more emotional, a bit more pleading. I love that you can hear the audience singing along. Okay, and then before we hear the audience really just sing back, he just like lets back and the mic is pointing out. Yeah, when we get this pleading, this kind of vocal fry-esque onto it, we get a lovely head voice moment on there. Sailing along that too. He actually goes for a really thin quality. Then the note straight after is a lot bigger. It's a lot more dynamically louder. We are just allowing a bit more of a thickness on the vocal folds to be present. Stretching with that speech-like quality a little bit more there as well. Yeah, there's almost like a hesitant feel, like a real need. It's so light though. I love that instrument that follows. He's so smooth.
To hold your hand
Woo!
and call you mine. I'm trying to be your man till the end of time. Oh, I'll do anything.
I love there's a real Latin vibe to the music here. It's just really, really lovely to sway and dance to. We could see everyone singing along to as well. Something that he's doing differently here to the first verse is increasing his twang levels. We can hear a bit more of a bright ping in his delivery. Just a lovely lift to it. Still lovely and full. Before we had a bit more of a huskier undertone. There was a bit more breath coming through. Now we're just getting a lovely bright, sitting beautifully on top of the note.
Call you mine.
And that's that twang. The twang is such a helpful tool for us to grow louder, be louder without reaching up the thicker folds, but also to help with that brightening. We can really hear it on those words that he holds out in the diphthong. Man, man. Like, he could have closed it and landed on mine on the diphthong, but actually staying on the brighter vowel, increasing twang just lifts everything up.
I'm trying to be your man till the end of time. I'll do anything, anything you ask me to. I would run through a fire just to be by your side.
Oh,
If your heart's on the line, you can take mine. It's crazy, but it's true. There's nothing I won't do. I'd risk it all for you.
okay, let's talk about his vocals here. He's got we know he's got a beautiful range. Bruno Mars, like top tenor here. Very, very smooth vocals. So it just fits with this romantic mood, emotion that we're wanting within this song. Everything ties in so well. When we are going through that passage and ascending, going through the first passage, so the first passaggio in one's voice is when we're going from thick folds to thin fold. And you might have experienced this where we have a little bit of a break in our voice. How do we get rid of this? We don't eliminate this. We strengthen it and work through our mix qualities, blending elements from our top and bottom to really just smooth that out. And there's not just one mix as well, so there's lots of factors going in, but this is how we're going to really smooth it out. So on that passage that we had,
Just to be by your side.
just to be by your side, let's talk about this passage first of all. Beautiful. As we are ascending, we're not reaching up with our thicker folds, we are mixing. There's a really lovely blend of tools that is happening to make sure that we are not just forcing the vocal folds to come up with us. That will feel really, really painful. Instead, he's actually just increasing the resistance in the vocal folds as he's ascending to ensure that there is enough contact, but it's not a heavy sound. It's a really light sound. There's also lovely on that B, there's a drop of his jaw, just making that vowel narrow, modifying that vowel instead of because it's going to be really thin. We want it to still remain lovely and full and a full sound. So just narrow that vowel and drop the jaw to allow yourself to kind of go up there. He does it so well.
If your heart's on the line, you can take mine.
I love that bit of distortion there.
It's true. There's nothing I won't do. I'd risk it all for you. I would swim across the sea just to show you. Sacrifice my life just to hold you. I could go on and on to prove that you belong here in my arms. Ladies and gentlemen, the hooligan.
Whoa, he dropped down to a speaking voice there. Everything is just so relaxed. He's doing a lot of this with his neck, like leaning to the right. I wonder if this is like a hit. You can see one of the in-ears is down here, but I'm sure he's got the other one in. So I wonder if that just opens up so you can kind of hear everything. I don't think he's doing a little bit of movement that matches what he's singing, but it's not like he has to do that to hit that note. We want to be able to feel nice and relaxed. Everything is working inside, but outwards everything is just just there as a support for us, anchor point. Yeah, it's so beautiful, these high notes. He really just gets himself up there so freely. And even though it's a loud sound, he's not pushing for that volume. This is what I was talking about. It's not reaching up with our thicker folds. We are really relying on twang, on the resistance of our vocal folds, just to get all the balance balance is correct. I love sometimes there are subtle at the end of phrases. If you think about it, the breath is coming through the vocal folds, and if we want clear vocal folds, you know, the vocal folds are connecting all the way through. Sometimes there's a lot of that breath pressure that needs to come out after if we're not, you know, it's part of the emotion that's driving this as well. Everything needs to work together. It's not like he's running out of breath. It's just that he is using his breath to drive this emotionally. I love how he drops back down to a thicker connection. That's so smooth as well from the my arms. Oh, look at this. Listen to how the guitar follows. I love that. Okay, 1 second, Bruno, before we get the ending, the outro of this. Look how much his body is in play. He's really leaning back there. We need to make sure that everything is engaged. The arm is going. When he's doing, it's just like, it is almost a comfort feel. We're getting a little bit of a pull there. We can see the extrinsic muscle there really coming into play, and we don't want to rely on that being the reason why we're hitting these notes, but look how free his body is. There's a lot of this movement that's helping and support. The movement matches what he wants to have come out, the sound come out of his mouth, right? Everything matched. Doesn't feel like it's constricting him at all. Such beautiful. There's lovely moments as well where he's again modifying that to all of these ooh vowels, he's slightly opening. He's found a really nice home base, and this is something that we can do so we can always return back to that so it doesn't feel tight. If we feel like, why is this, maybe the jaw's coming up, maybe we're just squeezing, right? Just drop that, allow it to feel really, really relaxed. And then we can kind of go wherever. That onset was glorious as well. It had such a strong, powerful start. Here we go. Ooh, a nice bit of distortion there. Ugh. Ooh.
I'd risk it all for you.
Ooh. Wow, listen to how free his thin voice notes up, the head voice, right? The thin fold voice up there. I say thin fold because when we ascend and hit a higher note, the vocal folds are literally stretching out and thinning out. This is why we have thin fold and thick fold, head voice and chest voice. So look how free he is up there. The reason why he can get such a lovely passage in the middle area of his voice is because he has a really developed head voice and developed chest voice. We need both of these things to have the many options in the mix middle area of our voice. Beautiful, so lovely and free, and just he's just so in tune with his voice and his instrument and what he needs to do in order to produce that sound. What a fab performance. That feels like the opening. Or it could be him coming back, I don't know. If you've had a listen to the full album, The Romantic by Bruno Mars, please let me know in the comments below what your favourite song is. Mine is God Was Showing Off. When that came up, I was like, God, what's showing up? I just loved it. Let me know if there are other live performances by Bruno Mars that you want me to check out. Otherwise, please hit that subscribe button, the bell button, and a thumbs up button. Remember to check me out over on Patreon. There's a lot of fun going on over there, some early content going on over there that maybe doesn't get seen over here or just gets shown earlier over there. Oh, and if you're wanting to watch something else and want some more behind the scenes kind of just everyday life stuff, go and check out my second channel, More with Jen. The link is in the description below. I'd love for you to go and join me over there. Right, I'll see you very soon. Bye.